Hey everyone, welcome back to lesson 88 of UFLI, Vowel Teams Review number 1, and it is going to be a day 2 today. So with that being said, here is our 4 steps for day 2, and we'll jump right in. So remember, a vowel team is 2 or more letters that work together to make one sound. We talked about many vowel teams, and the first ones that we talked about were for the long A sound. We already know a consonant E and the open syllable A, but we talked about AI and AY. Those are the vowel teams for the long A sound. AI spells A in the middle of the word, like in the word bait or male. AI can also come at the beginning, like in the word aim or aid. Now, the difference with AY is that it always comes at the end, like in the word may or say. Then we talked about the long E vowel teams, and we have 3 different vowel teams for the long E sound. EE spells E in the middle of the word, like in the word need or feet. And it can also come at the end of a word, like in the word see or tree. EA is the other vowel team. EA spells E in the middle of the word, like in the word mean or team. And it can come at the beginning, like in the word eat or each. And it can come at the end as well, like in the word tea or flee. EY is the last vowel team for the long E sound, and that comes at the end of the second syllable, like in the word kidney and the word turkey. Then we talked about the long O vowel teams. We have 3 for O. OA is the first one that we learned, which comes in the middle. OA spells O in the middle of the word, like in the word boat or road. It can also come at the beginning, like in the word oat or oak. Then we also have OW. OW mostly comes at the end of a word, like in the word show or grow, but sometimes it can come in the middle, like in the word bowl or flown. Then we have OE. OE only comes at the end of a word, like in the word toe. Then we talked about the long I vowel teams. We have 2 for these ones. IE comes at the end of a word, like in the word pie and tie. And IGH spells I in the middle of the word, like in the word light or might. But sometimes it can come at the end, like in the word high or sigh. So here are all of the vowel teams that we learned for those sounds. Notice there are 4 sounds, and there are actually 20 different spellings for those sounds, which is a lot to remember when we're trying to spell these words. So let's tap it out. I see AY, so I'm going to tap P-L-A, play. Eat, feet. Ooh, this says a schwa in it. B-a-b-l-o, low, below, below. Eed, read. Ite, right. Cha-ching. Moving on to that word work. So grab your whiteboard and marker. You can use a pencil, paper, or even your finger in front of you on the table. Okay, so we're gonna start by writing our first word. The first word is tray. Write tray on your board. If we tap it, it's T-R-A, tray. And in that word, I hear the long A sound, and that comes at the end. So I'm going to spell A with A-Y. Tray. What would happen if you added an S to the beginning of that word? What would happen? The word becomes stray. If we tap it, it's T-R-A, stray. Good. Now, what would happen if I change, how would you change stray to stay? What would you do to change stray to stay. I hear a change in the middle of that word, and I'm actually going to take away the R. Stay. Remember, if I'm moving too fast, you can always pause the video to continue writing. Now, will you please erase the T from the word? And what word do we have now? The word is say. Say. Will you change say to ray? Change say to ray. I hear that change at the beginning of the word, so I'm going to erase the S and write an R. Ray. This is like a ray of sunshine. What would you do? What word would we get if we wrote a G at the beginning? What word is that? That word is gray. Good, gray. Tap it. G-R-A. Gray. Good. Now, we're going to change that vowel team this time. We're going to change the A sound to O. A to O. Now, O at the end of a word can be spelled two different ways. We can spell it with O-E or O-W. And in this case, we are changing it to O-W. So I changed that A-Y to O-W right here. So this new word is G-R-O. Grow. What would happen if I changed a grow to row? What would you do if I wanted you to change grow to row? If you said erase the G, you are absolutely correct. Row. Now we're going to change this back to ray with that AY ending. Change it back to ray with the AY ending, except this time I want you to change ray to raid. Raid. This one's a little tricky because I hear that D at the end, so I'm going to write a D, except AY doesn't come in the middle of a word. How do we spell A in the middle of a word? If you said AI, you are correct. Raid. Raid. Now we're going to change this word to read. Read, and we're going to change it to not like I'm reading a book. Read like it's a little wood piece on an instrument. Read. That's with that E-E spelling. Read. What would you do if I wanted you to change the R to an F? What word would we have? If you said feed, you are correct. Feed. Feed. Good. Now, will you change feed to feel? Feel. Change feed to feel. I heard that change at the end. Feel. We changed the D to an L. Good. Let's do two more. Will you please change that L to a T? What word would we have now? Feet. Eat. Feet. Good. And last one, I want you to change feet to fight. Feet to fight. Now remember that vowel team for the long I sound in the middle of a word is IGH. So fight would be F-I-G-H-T. Fight. Good. Erase your boards and we're going to move on. Cha-ching. Let's talk about some irregular words. I don't think we have any new ones today, so we'll just review. This one here is today. Today. Kind of has that schwa, that lacy vowel for that O. Today. Today. I also noticed that AY spelling in there for the long A sound. Today. T-O-D-A-Y. Go ahead and pause the video and write this word 3 times, please. Then we have above. Above. We've talked about this a lot. We have that schwa at the beginning for the A. Then we have that O consonant E spelling again. above, kind of like we talked about with those exceptions to that BCE rule. Above, A-B-O-V-E, above. Go ahead and pause the video and write this word 3 times, please. Then we have among, among. Again, that schwa at the beginning, and then that O is spelling again. Among, 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 A-M-O-N-G, among. Pause the video here and write this word 3 times, please. Then we have again, again. That schwa at the beginning, and then that AI spells again, again, A-G-A-I-N, again. Go ahead and pause the video here and write this word 3 times, please. Then we have against, against. It's the same, again, and then S-T at the end. Schwa at the beginning, A-I spells against. Fight against coronavirus. This word is always. The A is spelling always. A-L-W-A-Y-S. Pause the video here and write this word 3 times. Always. Similar concept here. The A is spelling so this is almost, almost. A-L-M-O-S-T, almost. Pause the video here and write this word 3 times, please. Cha-ching. Moving on to our connected text. First, let's take a look at these sentences. Take a moment. What do you notice in this sentence? If you need to pause the video, you can. First thing I noticed was the I-G-H spells I in the word bright. I-G-H spells I. I also noticed O-A spells O in road, road. And I noticed 2 of our heart words there, very, very, and today, today. Pause the video here and read this word by yourself, please. Sorry, read the sentence by yourself, please. The sentence is, it is very bright on the road today. It is very bright on the road today. Read this with me fluently. It is very bright on the road today. Go ahead and take a look at this sentence. Pause the video if you need. I notice E-A spells E in the word team. I notice O-R-E spells or in the word scored. O-R-E in more. And O-A in goal. There's a lot. And our heart word, almost. The sentence is, the team almost scored 1 more goal. The team almost scored 1 more goal. Read this with me fluently, please. The team almost scored 1 more goal. Good. I'm going to give you just a second. Pause the video here if you want to read this by yourself. The sentence is, I always use soap when I take a bath at night. I always use soap when I take a bath at night. Okay, let's spell a sentence with me, please. So we're going to try something that we tried last time. We're going to chop it up, but I'm going to tell you that sentence first. The sentence is, the goat likes to eat oatmeal. The goat likes to eat oatmeal. Okay, so if we chop that up, repeat after me. The goat. The goat likes. The goat likes to. The goat likes to eat. The goat likes to eat oatmeal. Let's do it one more time. The goat likes to eat oatmeal. Good. Let's count that one. Count how many words there are. Ready? The goat likes to eat oatmeal. I count 6 words, so you should have 6 lines on your board. Six lines on your board, just like mine. And you may start writing the goat likes. The goat likes. Remember, we need a capital letter at the beginning. The goat likes. Pause the video if you need more time. The goat likes to eat oatmeal. To eat oatmeal. To eat oatmeal. And remember, we always need a punctuation. Pause the video if you need more time. The goat likes to eat oatmeal. The goat likes to eat oatmeal. Good job. Go ahead and erase your boards. We're going to move on to our decodable text. Decodable text for today is called Aiden's Goal. Aiden's Goal. Just listen, and if you hear a long vowel sound, raise your hand. And let's just try to keep it to the vowel teams, because there are probably many long vowel sounds in here. Excuse me, but let's just focus on those vowel teams. So, for example, in the title, we're going to raise our finger for Aiden's Goal. Aiden had to find a way to make money. He needed to save up for his dream car. He wanted to get a Jeep, but Jeeps are not cheap. He needed to find a job that paid very well so he could own his dream car. What could he do? Aiden went to his father for advice. His father said he should study. How will studying get me my dream car? Aiden asked. His father explained that he could study a trade like welding or carpentry. He could also take more classes to get a degree. People who had a trade or a degree could make a lot of money. Aiden needed to think over what his father told him. It would take longer to study, but in the end, Aiden would be able to get his dream car and more. After days of thinking, Aiden chose to take more classes. This would help him reach his goal and his next one, whatever that might be. Aiden's father was almost always right. Cha-ching. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.